What's up guys, and today I'm be doing an operator analysis on Echo. For Echo's primary, he has the choices between the MP5SD, which is a silenced version of the MP5, or the Supernova shotgun. So to start off, I'm going to talk about the MP5SD. For Echo's MP5, I kind of really dislike it and like it at the same time. Just to make sure I'm clear, I'm only talking about Echo's silenced MP5, not comparing that to Rook or Doc's MP5, because with those two guns I really love them, but Echo's is a little different and I'm going to tell you why. I noticed since Echo's MP5 is actually weakened because the silencer, it makes it really hard to kill enemies with body shots, and that could be annoying at times. Especially if you're facing an enemy like Blackbeard, which is basically impossible to headshot him from the front. But the main reason I actually like Echo's MP5 is because I've been getting a lot of headshots with it. I'm not sure if it's just the MP5 in general, but when I use his gun a lot, I always go for headshots, and usually I always get them. And this is really the only reason I really like his MP5. That really good accuracy of his gun really makes up for the terrible damage that the gun was given. Now for Echo's Supernova pump action shotgun, that's a different story. I absolutely love the Supernova. It's one of the strongest guns I ever seen in this game. And despite the Supernova having really good power, it actually has barely any recoil to it. The only issue I really have with the Supernova is that since Echo's a slow operator, when he does this pump action animation, it's kind of slow, so sometimes you won't be able to kill a crowd of enemies with it. And for attachments, I always put the ACOG scope on the MP5 to get those easy headshots. And for the shotgun, it really doesn't matter. And for Echo's sidearms, you have the choices between the P229 pistol or his Bearing 9 submachine gun. And usually when I play, I always pick the submachine gun, mainly because not many operators have submachine gun as sidearms. And I feel like having a submachine gun as a sidearm could help you in way more situations than a pistol will. And for my attachments, I always pick red dot for the submachine gun, and for the pistol, I always put a silencer on it. Now moving on to Echo's gadgets, he has the choices between barbed wire or deployable shield. And this completely depends on you. If you guys want to have barbed wire to slow down attackers, then use barbed wire. If you want a deployable shield to help out your teammates like Frost, then go ahead. But I do suggest using a deployable shield because a lot of the times Echo's going to be camping in the room. So sometimes having that deployable shield might help you out. So Echo's given a gadget called a Yokai drone. And this drone could hover around the map and attach to ceilings. And Echo could actually see in real time what the drone's seeing. And one of the best things about Echo's drone is that it actually camouflages itself with the ceiling it's on. And if the enemy team is not rocking an IQ, it's really hard to detect. And when Echo's drone is attached to the ceiling, it could actually shoot sonic blasts that disorientate your enemy. And when you're actually hit with this Supernova blast, it actually really disorientates you. Your crosshair will start rocking left and right, and it's really hard to shoot anyone. And the more you move, the worse it gets, so it's best to stand still if you get hit by this. Also, with the Echo drone, you have unlimited shots with the sonic blast. But once you use 3 shots, it actually takes some time for it to recharge, so you get another one. The one biggest downside about Echo's drone is that your teammates can't view your drone, and on top of that, you can't mark enemies with it. But Echo's gadget basically gives them the ability to have a mobile camera, which could provide so much intel for you and your teammates. Also, one little thing to note is that your drone can't actually go outside the building. If it goes outside the building, it'll give you 3 seconds, and if you don't come back by then the drone will lose signal and it'll just drop. One very important thing you guys gotta know about the Echo drone is that it actually stops certain actions like planting a bomb or putting a thermite charge on the wall. And later on in the video, I'm going to tell you how this is really important for Echo. The last thing I'm going to mention about Echo's gadget is that Thatcher's EMP won't actually destroy the drone, and the only true counter to Echo's drone is IQ. So now I'm going to be talking about the best way you could utilize Echo. So the best way to really play Echo is to stay near the objective. I don't really see Echo as anything else but a defender. Because if you put Echo as a roamer, he's really inefficient, he's really slow, and on top of that, he's always in one place because he's using his drone. And when I mean you should be by the objective, I don't mean literally inside the objective. You could be in the side rooms. Just keep in mind that you need to be close to the objective in case your teammates start dying. Since Echo has a mobile drone, you need to play him kind of like a reconnaissance operator. The best way to utilize Echo is to make sure you know where your enemies are by using his drone. And the reason I say he's a reconnaissance operator is because he's the only one that could actually view his drone, so it's really important that you call out to your teammates any information you see through that drone. One really important thing that you could actually do with Echo's drone, and I don't really see a lot of people do this, is help out a roamer if they're really in a sticky situation. And what I mean by this is that if your teammate's surrounded by enemies and he really needs to get out of there, you can easily hit him with that sonic blast and your teammate has a chance of running away. Or since their aim is really bad because of sonic blast, your teammate could pick them off one by one. Finally, the one important thing to best utilize Echo when you're playing him, especially in ranked, is using that Sonic Blast to prolong the enemy's attack. So more often than not, if an enemy enters a building and he gets hit with the Echo drone, most likely he's going to run back outside. And when you do this, you're basically killing time off the clock and putting more pressure on the attacking team. And I really think that the developers made the Echo drone for this purpose and not really for getting kills. And since you have unlimited Sonic Blast from Echo, it's really important that you do this constantly, because shortening the attacker's time to push the objective could easily help defenders win any round. So now I'm going to be going over some mistakes I see people make when they play Echo. So the first and biggest mistake I see people make when they play Echo is that they get caught on their drone. And when I play Echo, I sometimes do this mainly because I'm always on my drone using it, and it's very easy to forget about your surroundings. So a lot of the times an attacker will spot you with a drone and not mark you, but they know you're there, so they eventually just rush you. So when you're playing Echo, it's really important that you hop off your drone from time to time just to check what's happening around you. Also, if a drone passes you but doesn't mark you or look at you, just assume that they know where you're at. The second mistake on the list would have to be not making callouts. Since you can't actually mark people and your teammates can't view your drone, it's really vital that you tell your teammates exactly what you're looking at. Because in Siege, intel is the biggest information you could get about your enemy. If you see something that could be actually vital to the team, you need to call it out, because that could really make the difference in the round. And the last mistake on the list would have to be not using Echo's Sonic Blast constantly. I understand if you don't want to use a Sonic Blast because you want to get the drop on the enemy. If you see an enemy come in and there's really no roamers or anybody to come attack them, you could really help out the team if you hit them with that Sonic Blast, because what that really does is stall the attackers. And the more time you chew on the clock, the more pressure is put on the attacking team, which makes them less likely to succeed in the round. Also, Echo's drone's really hard to find, and on top of that, he has unlimited Sonic Blast, so there's really no reason to be conservative with it. So now I'm going to be rating Echo on 3 things, which is loadout, gadget, and team efficiency. For Echo's loadout, I'm going to have to give him an 8 out of 10. I really like Echo's Supernova shotgun, and Echo's MP5 has kind of grown on me, especially since I've been getting a lot of headshots with it. Also, Echo's given barbed wire and a deployable shield as his gadget, and I think this really fits him because he's always stationary and he's always on his drone, so having that deployable shield could help you out sometimes, and the barbed wire could really stop rushers from attacking you when you're on your drone. And the reason I didn't give Echo a 10 out of 10 for his loadout is because I really think that MP5 needs a buff on its power. I really think that it's way too weak to kill people with body shots, and the only way to really kill anybody with it is to get headshots. Now for Echo's gadget, I'm going to have to give him a 9 out of 10. The fact that Echo gets his own personal camera that's constantly moving and it's really hard to find, it's a great gadget in general. And since Echo's drone could actually move around the map, it's very easy to find where the enemy team is going to push from. And this gives you a lot better chance of winning the round because your teammates can start rotating position towards the attacking team. And since the defending team will be prepared for the attack, it's going to be a lot easier winning that round. And the only reason I gave it a 9 out of 10 instead of the 10 out of 10 is because I have 2 small issues with it. And the first issue I have with it is the fact that you can't mark enemies with the drone. Since your teammates can't actually view your drone, it could be kind of annoying since you can't mark an enemy. So you gotta be really specific when you're calling out your enemy's position. And the second issue I have with it that's kind of small is that you can't hop over little objects like shields. And this can be a little frustrating at times because you're trying to get to your location but a shield's blocking your pathway. So this forces you to make a complete alternative pathway towards your area you want to go to. So this is why overall Echo's gadget gets a 9 out of 10. For Echo's team efficiency, I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. I really do believe that Echo is a team-based operator. His drone could easily help out the entire team by giving them exactly where the enemy is located. And on top of that, Echo could easily slow down the push from the attacking team just by using that Sonic Blast. Easily with the drone, you could act like a support system for roamers, as the Sonic Blast easily allows you to help them out in any situation. So now adding all 3 scores up, Echo gets an 8.5 out of 10 for his overall score. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, hit that like button. Also, if you want more content like this, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to hit that notification button. And thanks for watching.